guys, it's Samara, and tonight, we are doing a little late night tea. I've decided I'm gonna have a little drink, I'm gonna have a little food. I decided, the nights that I can't sleep, the nights where, I have the house to myself, I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna have a drink, I'm gonna have a little me time, I'm gonna have a little you time. Diet Dr. Pepper is back for the frickin' kill. Do you guys watch Graveyard Girl on YouTube? Every time she takes a drink, she makes like a really ridiculous, like quenched, like my thirst has been quenched face, like this. I'll show you. She always goes like, like that, but she's way cuter. I got some Hardee's, aka Carl's Jr. and some other places down. I got a little $6 box. Hot ham and cheese sandwich, some curly fries, some regular fries. Don't know why their regular fries are a joke. But first, let's take a little sip. You guys, it's Saturday. I have tomorrow off. I only have one day off a week, which is Sunday. So Saturday is my night to oh yes, Michelob, a woman's beer. This is what women drink. This is sophisticated beer here. It's delicious. Anyway, I have a little story time for you today, and I think you're gonna love. You guys are gonna die when you hear this. So, tonight, I didn't have any plans on, and I used Dairy Queen Ranch because it's the friggin' best besides McDonald's Ranch. Ooh, McDonald's Ranch is the best. Argue it. Who has better ranch? Fast food ranch. Even makes these shitty fries taste good. Anyway, so I didn't have any plans tonight, and randomly was like, I'm gonna film a makeup tutorial. I get everything ready. That's what this is for. I do my whole face. I did my whole face. Come to find out, it wasn't even recording. Anyway, so I said, well, my makeup's done. I haven't had dinner yet. I'm gonna go out, have some dinner. Ended up not having dinner. Ended up just having a drink. Listen to some karaoke. And then got this little feast. So I did all of this for you.
For it to be nothing.
So now we're doing a story time today instead. So, I am gonna do a story time. So, we're gonna call her Morgan. So, I actually went to high school with Morgan. Didn't really know that I went to high school with her. I think she was a senior when I was a freshman. So anyway, when we first talked, I was still in the closet. I didn't come out yet. I dabbled in the boy world, and That's a long story. That's another story. But I was young and confused, and she was like my like first crush, I guess. And I was like 21, and it was in the bar scene when we like first started talking or whatever, which should have been my red flag, but we were talking or whatever, and we like friends with benefits, I guess. And but then she was like, I want us to be like exclusive or whatever. And she's like, my ex-girlfriend's crazy, I don't want anything serious, but like I just don't like, I don't want to like be dating, but I don't want us to like, I don't want you to like go actively seeking to like sleep with other people, whatever. And I was like, okay, whatever. And she was like, it was weird. Like some days she was available and some days she wasn't. But if like I ever did that, it was like a big deal, you know? Anyway, she always said she was single when she was not. She was lying. And I didn't know this because like her Facebook's weird. She like hid everything at this point. And so it actually turns out she had a girlfriend. And I didn't know, like, her girlfriend contacted me and we like talked everything out, and I like showed her everything, and it was whatever. Because like if you're gonna cheat, I'm gonna throw you right under the bus. I do not care, because I do not participate in that. Well, anyway, this one time she was dating this one girl named, let's say Abby. She was dating this one girl named Abby. And they were always like on and off, whatever. And it was like, when they like would break up, it'd be like, we're fucking done, blah, 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 we're really done, nah. And then like 2 weeks, 3 weeks go by and they're back together, you know, whatever. Well, anyway, they like broke up, and they'd been broken up for like, this was like the longest they'd ever been broken up. They were broken up for like 2 months, 3 months maybe. And freaking Morgan messages me, hey, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, don't you have a girlfriend? She's like, no, we've been broken up for like 3 months. And I'm like, wow, that's a long time for them to be broken up. Maybe it's for real. And she's like, let's go get sushi or something and like catch up. Like, I miss talking to you. And I was like, okay, whatever. So we go to dinner, we talk, you know. Why I let this continue, I don't know. I'm an idiot sometimes. So anyway, apparently they were just in a fight. Okay, they had just been in a fight, and she messaged me. She's such a dingling. So they were in that fight, and she messages me, I just need someone to talk to, blah, blah, blah. Like, I need someone I can trust. And I'm like, okay, like, I'll let you talk to me. Like, this is serious. I know you're, like, really upset because you loved her or whatever. So she came over. We're talking. And then she just says, she just be like, I'm just so over it, blah, blah, blah. And then she'll make a move, you know, like trying to get sexual, and I'm like, no. Her ex like accused us like of like sleeping together while they were actually dating, and I had to like go through like messages upon messages to like prove to her that like I would never like do that, you know. Morgan would just like finesse situations and like make her, Abby, feel bad. It would like use me, so then Abby started to resent me because Morgan made her feel like a certain type of way, you know, like gloated about me, like, which is rude. Like, you should never do that. Like, don't make someone feel like they need to be someone else, you know. Anyway, so Abby, like, goes crazy, like, blasts me on, like, social media, and then, but she had me blocked, so I couldn't see that she was doing any of this. I had, like, numerous amount of people, like, messaging me, blowing up my phone. And I'm like, dude, like, shit is crazy on social media right now. Like, you need to check this out. Like, she's going crazy. And I was like, I can't. She blocked me. So, freaking had to literally text her. I'm like, hey, can we be adults? Can you, like, take things down? Let's be adults here. I said, what you're being told and what happened is not the same thing. And then I have proof, of course. I had sent it to her. She apologized, blah, blah, blah. So they break up, you know, for good. Abby and Morgan break up for good. Guess who freaking messages me? I think Morgan. I think it was Morgan. So Morgan messages me, hey, I'm, like, in your neighborhood, like, can I stop by and say hi? And I'm like, no. Not after everything that just happened. So I would just, like, leave her on red. I, like, wouldn't respond. Well, then one night, I'm at my favorite bar. When I do go out, this is where I go. I was at my favorite bar, and freaking Morgan was there. And I was with my boo that I'm with now, the one upstairs. My favorite bar. And she's there, and she, like, comes up and hugs me. And this is before me and my boo are official. We was just friends. Morgan said, oh, hey, Samara, mama. Comes up, gives me a hug, like, whatever. I'm in public. I'm not going to be salty. Like, I'll be cordial with you because I'm an adult. I'm not going to be some type of way and start a big old scene. So we say hi, whatever, you know, and I introduce her to my boo. And she was like, whatever. But then later, she comes up and she's like, what are you doing tonight? La, la, la. I'm probably going to go home and take a bath and go to bed. Like, don't you have a girlfriend? No. I don't have a girlfriend. I'm like, oh, who's in your profile picture then? We mess around, but, like, it's not serious. I'm like, well, sure wasn't serious, my ass. Morgan introduced me to her that night at our bar. Because they weren't together, but they were together. You know what I mean? When you know that stage where you need to start saying you have a girlfriend, or you need to start saying you have a boyfriend, or whatever. Like, you're not single anymore. You need to stop denying it. You know what I mean? Anyway, so she was pretending to be nice to me or whatever, but I could tell that she was, like, pissed off what was happening. I am not in control of her. I can only control myself. So we said goodbye, whatever. Anyway, then she messages me and says all that. Says our girl's nothing or whatever. Well, she blocks me randomly for no reason. I was like, okay. And then randomly comes back on and she's like, hey, sorry, my, whatever. She, like, went through my phone and, like, started blocking people and just getting psycho. And I said, oh, you mean the one that, like, didn't matter, like, wasn't a thing? And just, you know, keeps making up all these lies or whatever. I said, you know, I'm not going to be a part of this again where you're not with someone and then they get all psycho and then come to me and then freak out on me. I'm not gonna have that. Not at all. And she says, no, like, that's not gonna happen. Like, I really want to be friends with you. And like, I told her I wanted to be friends with you. No, 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 no. And I said, if we're friends, you don't need to validate that, like, to her. If you tell her one time that we're friends, that should be all it takes. She shouldn't have to not trust you. But you have been doing shit, and now she don't trust you. I don't know why she's still with your ass. They're engaged now. But here's the freaking kicker. The other day, I was outside my apartment complex, and she freaking lives here too, in my apartment complex. So I just like always want these girls to know when they're dating like a fuck boy or a fuck girl, like the person on this end is usually being lied to. So you should probably not be mad at the person on the other end. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some bitches out there that are scandalous. And there are some men out there that are scandalous. They do not care. They're sneaky. They're sneaky. I'm saying, if you're reading these messages and your man or your woman is lying to that person and deceiving them and making them think things are not the way they are, why be mad at the victim of that? Like, you're the victim, they're the victim. The person doing all the lying and deceiving is the one you should be pissed off at. I've been in situations like that so many times. This is just one instance. Never my fault. Like, literally, like, I just step into a trap every single time. I don't know how. I don't know why. I don't know. People just lie to me. They try to lie to me. Fuck girls, fuck boys have always been in my life. Always trying to, not no more, but back in the day. Anyway, so, like, she's getting married to a fuck girl, and that never ends well. Like, delivery to a funeral home, and freaking Morgan was standing outside, and I was like, freaking murder! I don't want to talk to the demon. So I like get out of the car, get what I needed, and I literally pretended like I didn't see her. And then when I came back out, she like turns around, she's like, Samara? It's like, she said, oh, I'm so sorry, you look like someone I know. You look so good. I said, what? I'm not conceited. It just pisses me off when people just say shit to talk to you, you know? So I literally did this, shut the car door, drove away. If you disrespect me, that's the end for me when it comes to respecting you back. I'm not a mean person, like, but if you hurt me after you say you're not going to again, which is, it's my own fault too. I shouldn't be so trusting in people, but I've learned through the years, obviously, this is stepping stones, you know. There's a difference between being cordial and being the more mature person and being fake. And we had like an encounter. I didn't know who she was. Like, I didn't remember who she was until like a couple days ago. I couldn't remember how I knew her. She just looked familiar. So I was like staring at her. What about my thing, whatever. And then when I was home later, I remembered who she was. And I thought, why put so much energy into so much negativity? Like, that's just like one story time instance of like a fuck girl moment for me. I never stay up this late. I kind of like it. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me on this little late night tea session. This is just a part one. I think I'm gonna start doing this once a week. It is so fun to just come on here and like talk about some crazy situations. And so if you guys want to see more videos like this, just give this a thumbs up and comment down below what your favorite ranch is from a fast food restaurant. I'm gonna go. You guys have a good night, and I will check you out later. Bye. Who am I and why am I like this? Ooh. Another story time. I am such a piece of shit. I'm on here coughing and burping. I am not a lady. I'm real sorry. Frickin', what did I say her name was again?